I'm gonna Kool-Aid man it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
All right, arming.
C4 on it.
Oh god, he's on me! Nylam!
He's dead.
Nylam was right up on my face. What is going on, guys? Craig 1287 here, bringing you yet another Battlefield 4 gameplay. Going on there in the background is going to be a round from the CTE in which I go 26-1, which is quite insane. That does not happen every day. And that's just to serve in the backdrop, and I'll eventually cut over to just the in-game audio. But it's been a while since I've made a video talking about just some of the patch notes that they're doing within the CTE. Now with the final stand maps, them being fused out of the CTE, they plan to make them available one more time when it gets closer to the launch, but they've taken that off the CTE and they've now started working on a whole new initiative. Their previous initiative was weapon balance and things of that sort. That, as well as some other things, are going to be coming in the September or the fall patch, whatever you want to call it, that take all the CTE changes and put them into the proper game of Battlefield 4. But what they're working on now, this has started actually 3 days ago, is they're now working on the Team Play initiative. And as always, I will have a link in the video description down below to take you directly to the full list, the full article that they plopped up. But basically what they're working on is rebalancing, pretty much like scoring and whatnot of certain things, like, when you throw out a med bag, you get points for healing the teammates, and you get a little bit more points for healing a squad mate, and things like that. So they're working on things like that, and I'll just kind of go through what they're working on right now. And they've also got a list of their future release for the task list. So right now, for this current release that they're working on, they've got gameplay objective scoring version 1, make playing the objective more desirable. So that is awesome. Things like arming MCOMs and actually getting an MCOM destroy, things like that, hopefully will be worth a lot more, because right now they're really not worth that much. Definitely not enough for how much risk you're putting yourself into by playing the objectives. Because if you're up on those MCOMs, I mean, you got a bunch of snipers and dudes with bipods with their LMGs and C4 all just staring right at that thing ready to kill you. So it's definitely not worth the risk as it stands now. Next thing, health and ammo pack rebalance. Change cooldowns in combat and look at points given out through these gadgets. So hopefully they'll make ammo resupplies worth the most points in the entire game so that friggin' support players will actually toss them out. It would be amazing. And again, they're not giving any hard values yet, and these things will change. So, next thing is fix for neutral/friendly roadkills exploit and getting killed by own vehicles. One solution for both these issues. If you guys don't know what they're talking about, whenever you're driving a vehicle and you hop out, the vehicle has still got its momentum, it's still moving. And if it hits people, it kills them, whether they're friendly or enemy. And you can even kill yourself with your own vehicle. I do this all the time when jumping out of choppers, when they're about to get blown up, or things like that, and it ends up hitting yourself. And it happens a ton. People like to troll this. They'll just drive ATVs and then hop out right before they get to a friendly, and it ends up team killing them. So very excited to see that change. Next one, distance spotting changes. Make spotting more precise, not automatically spotting big groups of enemies at a distance. It'll be interesting to see how that ends up working. I think it would be cool if the recon kit could actually spot from a longer distance, seeing as how that's kind of their purpose, to do reconnaissance. Next one, footstep sound improvements. This right here is probably the biggest thing for me. I'd love to see MCOM arms be worth more, and teamwork improvements, but this right here, on a personal level, improve on footstep sounds being more audible in the game for enemies. That is just amazing. Footsteps in previous shooters have always been fairly audible, but in Battlefield 4 and even Battlefield 3 it was very difficult. I mean, there's definitely times that it's saved me. I've heard footsteps, I look at my mini-map, I notice, oh, there's only one friendly around, and he's not in front of me, he's actually behind me, and I'm hearing these footsteps come from in front of me, and it actually works out, and I know exactly where the enemy is. And then they call you hacker for pre-firing when I had a suppressor. Well, yeah, but you can't suppress your footsteps. So I'm very excited that this is going to become more prevalent in the gameplay. Very, very excited for that. The next one, random callout cleanup. And this is move some of the combat chatter to team only so that your soldier doesn't randomly give away your position. This is like when you kill an enemy and then you hear off in the distance, oh no, we got a man down. You know, something like that. That's probably something if you guys are, you know, if you're on the front line and there's medics nearby and everybody knows where everybody's at, it makes sense. But if you're trying to stealth, you know, if you've got a suppressor equipped and the guy that you're with has a suppressor equipped and you're both trying to flank a setup, you know, if your friendly guy gets killed, you're not going to go scream that when you know that you're the only guy, you're the only friendlies around and that you're trying to be stealthy. So this is something that your friendly teammates will still hear, even if you're trying to be stealthy, but the enemy is not going to hear it. They make no mention, they just say some. I can imagine things like if you're asking for medic or asking for ammo, even if you're behind enemy lines, trying to be stealthy and things like that, that's still going to come through. Enemies will hear that because you're manually activating those callouts. But things like, oh, we got a man down. I don't know frag in, because I know your soldiers will scream frag in. That's actually the main reason I used to use the V40 minis back in the day when you could get 3 of them, or 4 if you had the perk, is because I just like tossing them to hear for enemy callouts of, a frag grenade inbound or whatever. It was just handy dandy for that. So it'll be interesting to see which exact callouts that is affected by. Now, I'm not really going to go through the rest of the list because they've got a lot of things that they are planning on working on, and they're also looking for new ideas. They want you to post into the forums and suggest things that we, the community, want them to work on. Something like that callout, like do we, the community, want for the enemy frag callout to be something audible to enemies? Because it's a pretty good tactic as someone tossing the grenade, but obviously it's not something that you, as a player, can manually say whether you don't want. I mean, that grenade might not really land all that close to you. And again, you don't want for the person to know you're there. Yeah, if they get a hit marker, then they're going to know that there's a person close enough. But what if you're just close enough to not actually take damage, or maybe it lands close enough to you, the callout starts, but you know it's there. You're able to get away from it to where it never actually would have hurt you once it detonates, but it doesn't matter. The person heard the enemy frag inbound callout, and now they know you're there. They're going to go in and kill you. So, yeah, go voice your opinions, go check out the link, and look at all the other things that they're going to be working on in some of the other aspects of the initiative. But those 6 things are the things that they currently have implemented into the CTE. So, yeah, very anticipating this one. Those footstep sounds cannot come soon enough. I want those changes right now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the gameplay going on there for the rest of the video. Have a good one. Ta-ta. I feel like you don't want to go into the little grave thing here because it's too obvious. That's where people will be.
Oh wow.
Getting shot at. Sniped.
North. I see him.
Yeah, let's go clear those guys out. Oh, well, game's gonna be over by the time we get up there. Oh, that long distance DI! Oh, my God.
Nice.
That's like almost 200 meters, probably.
We're not suppressed.
Oh, that was beast, dude. DMR is so good now. Oh, no.
Oh.
Somebody had just shot out of their launch pod thing.
That plane.
The heck is Panda?
Who's a panda? Are you a panda?
Are you?
No.
Well,
Probably
neither
some
am I.
other YouTuber.
What? I'm the biggest YouTuber of them all, so it doesn't matter. I have more subscribers than everybody.